Hi everyone, good morning. Today's video is on how to sneak PT into your child's day without them really knowing. These activities work on their core strength and their core stability through the trunk muscles, pelvic and hip muscles, as well as shoulders and postural control. So a lot of my friends have difficulty during their school day because when they sit at the table, they're kind of slumped over. They have low tone, a little bit of diminished strength, and reduced body awareness. So to work on those things and to work on them upright sitting so that's better, easier for them to pay attention, to write, to do the fine motor manipulatives for math and language skills, all those things, we work on their core postural control. So in order to sneak that into your kid's day without them really knowing that they're doing PT work, I would like for you to try this. At the kitchen table or a low child's table, I'm going to have you try working on what's called tall kneeling. So I hope you can see me. I'm just on both my knees and I'm keeping my body up nice and tall while I'm engaged with something else. So put something at the table that they want to do. Today I just have to show you a fine motor game. It's a puzzle, so maybe while they're doing puzzle or putty or stacking cups, some activity that they like, playing on the iPad, tracing. While they're doing that activity, I'm going to have you work on having your child do this position, tall kneeling. You'll see a lot of kids want to do this. And ideally, everything will be placed just high enough out of reach so that for them to really engage with the activity they want, they have to come up. You might have to give them a little cue, kind of push on their hips and lift them up to get up into this position. And hopefully, once they're there, you can just encourage that. Now, if that position is pretty easy for your child, the next position to try is called half kneeling. So again, they're just going to try to keep this position while they're playing a game. You might need to help them get into this position because they might not understand what you're asking them to do. So again, you're just going to help them and kind of pull their knee up and lift it up, and then put a little pressure into their hips. So yeah, and encourage them. Yes, this is it. That's what I wanted you to do. Good job. And then give them the game that or activity, putty, whatever it is that they're really enjoying to motivate them to stay in this position. This is the next level of strength, core work, and balance. If you see them start to sink down or complain, it's because that leg is getting tired, so you can switch legs. Have them come down and lift up the other leg. Now usually, don't be frightened, normally one side is a little bit harder than the other for kids, and that's pretty typical. But again, we want to work on both sides. I generally try to encourage kids to keep these positions for up to 1 minute to 5 minutes, depending on their tolerance and ability. And lastly, the position you can try is called single leg balance. Of course, this is single leg balance, and I know this is too tough for most of my friends. So to kind of work towards that in the future, I just put down a small stool next to the table or in front of the table, and I have them lift up one leg so their weight's shifting onto this side while they're playing the activity at the table that they want to play. So most of my weight bearing is naturally shifted to this side. I have them keep their foot up while they're playing that activity for about 1 minute or 2. And if you see them get antsy or shifting or putting their foot down or fatiguing, I mean, encourage them to continue as long as they can, but then just switch legs while they're still playing. And hopefully you have an activity on the table that's way more enticing than them paying attention to them balancing on one foot, so that just becomes an afterthought while they're paying attention to the other activity. And again, that's a good way to sneak in PT into your day while you're doing other things. Good luck practicing that. Get in touch with me if you have any questions. Thank you so much. Good luck. Keep up the great work.